Bum, ba-da, bum, bum. Request to join, Terrell. Hey, Lou.
Oh,
Hey, T.
hey, I'm trying to get this camera set up. Listen, I had to call my daughter in here so fast and was like, hey, come help me set this up.
I think you
Okay.
gotta use
Oh, how do I
the
flip it?
thing to turn it around. Yep.
To do what?
You gotta. It's like that little arrow thing. You see it, so that it could adjust, so it could turn you around like counterclockwise.
Mm-mm.
You don't see the two arrows on your screen.
Two arrows. Nope.
So it's like the microphone, the camera, or on the side of your screen.
Mm-mm. They just have the reverse arrows that turns the camera to the.
Okay, so turn your phone then.
Oh, wait, what? Is somebody else coming on with us?
Yeah, San and Tammy.
Oh, okay. Does your camera face you so you can't see yourself when you're on?
No, you should see yourself when you're on.
Yeah, my phone's not doing it. Hmm, I'm not sure, D.
Um, did you turn your phone the other way?
No, it's sideways. You want it up?
Yeah, put it the other way. Since it's sideways now, let's try it a different direction so we can see if it's gonna work or not.
Okay. How do I go off of here? You can pause me off.
You press the X up top.
Okay. Be right back.
hmm Hey Tam, request to join. Okay.
Did.
Hey Tam, what's up?
I was like, let me make sure I do this right.
How you doing?
I'm good. I think my light's too bright. I can't see anything, but I'm doing well. How are you?
Good. That's
Ah,
good. That's good. How the kids?
they're almost all sleeping. The baby just decided right at this moment. I think she can feel me about to do something.
I hmm Yep.
So
Hi, Stan.
hey. Yeah, so me getting ready for this felt like I was leaving the house and I was like, I don't know what to do right now. It's time for pajamas. I don't.
That's funny. I feel like I'm too. Let's see. Oh no, let me
Am I bright? Do I need to turn down some? Okay.
Terrell is having some technical difficulty.
Okay.
So it's 9. So we should start and then she could just jump in. So let's start. So tell me how your day was, ladies. How you guys doing? First of all, we think loud Wednesday nights. We live right now. Like, hello everybody that has joined us so far. Lou, I know you're in there. Let me add Terrell back. All right. Let's see. once we add her, I want to jump right in because I have a good question that I want your feedback on. Hold on.
Let me
She in there? Okay, here's the first question of the night. All right. Um, if you are dating a guy and you, no. Let me rephrase it. You have a child from a previous relationship or situation or whatever. You are now in a new situation, relationship, and you are about to be married, right? You have a relationship with the family members of the previous relationship, right? Do you invite those family members to your wedding?
Okay. All right. It looks like it's me right now. So,
Mm-hmm.
so I feel like there's a lot of like background questions I want to ask, but
Mm-hmm.
just off top, I would say if the family, so this is basically your child's family.
Correct. Mm-hmm. My question is, hi
And
T.
hi, I'm back.
Okay, let me
Okay,
re-ask the
everybody's
question.
jumping in
Okay.
now. Okay,
Okay,
go
let me
ahead.
re-ask the question. The question is, you have a child, okay, from a previous relationship. You are now engaged to be married. Do you invite the family of your baby daddy to your wedding?
No.
Tell me why, T. Tell me why. Why?
Just out of respect for my soon-to-be husband.
Okay.
If he's not
Okay.
comfortable
I
with it,
can dig
like,
it.
I should have family there that should watch the kids, see the wedding and everything. Like, they can send a gift.
Tam.
I guess my question is, is there a relationship between your husband and the family since that's the child's family? I
Mm-hmm.
feel like if everybody's cool, like you already know everybody's cool, it might
But
be okay.
what world does that happen in? Where everybody's cool.
I don't know.
Sandra, you
I'm
got
just
your
saying
hand raised.
it's a possibility. Mm-hmm.
Why do you have your hand raised, Sam? What happened?
Not everyone lives a toxic filled life, you know? Just saying there
I,
are
That's
some,
about
I can dig
toxic.
it. I agree with you, but it's
you
still a hard no for me though.
Right.
because
Just a hard no.
Well, why is it a hard no?
Because and I agree with Sandra, not everybody has that, toxic relationship and all that stuff. But I just feel like, when a relationship dies with someone, right? Between he and I, that relationship has died. The relationship between me and his family should die too, in a sense. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to dinner or lunch all the time with his mom. Like, Linda, you knew what type of son you had when introduced
Right.
me to him and all of that. Like, don't even do that.
I see
You
what
know
you're
what I'm saying? So that's why I say for me, it's a hard pass. Now, there are some situations where, everybody just cordial and it is what it is. But nah, I'm okay.
so in my instance, you're talking about can your ex
Lou said,
family
I say, hell no.
so I was dating a guy and me and his sister became best friends and his family
Mm,
became like a mother to me. So what you're
mm.
telling me is that I can't invite someone who practically raised me as a child because
No, that's not what I'm saying at all.
but different circumstances.
Right,
So
absolutely.
I would invite the family because that family raised me, especially if you've
Absolutely.
been dating that
I
person
agree
for
with
a
that.
very long time.
Long
And
time.
so you break up with them and they still your family because they still help raise you and shape you and mold you who you are. So to say
Right,
just a
right.
flat no, it's circumstantial. If it's
Hey,
someone you've been
Bella.
dating for a year, then you know
is. I was, and that's what I was thinking. There's definitely circumstances. I guess if I was thinking from like a general, just I don't know what the situation is, just a flat out. I understand why it would be a no first, and then
Right,
a no, and then but there's exceptions,
mm-hmm.
right.
right?
I
Right.
can agree with
So
that. Yeah, absolutely. I can agree with that. Okay, all right. Um, so let's say, right? let's say, right? And I want everybody's honest opinion, right? Because I'm going back to a different world. So Whitley moved on from the relationship, right? Her
Hmm.
and Byron are at the altar, about to get married. Dwayne storms in. I love you. Be with me. Marry
Baby,
me. Sorry,
please, baby,
Byron.
please.
What
That's
What are
what
you doing, Sandra? What you doing? Now, keep in mind now, the history that you have with Dwayne, the roller coasters of this, and like, what are you gonna do? Are you just gonna risk it all for the name of love? Like, you know what? I love him. We have so much history. Oh my God.
I'm thinking about how much money I paid for this wedding. Okay, that food is not going to waste. You know how much catering costs? No, 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 no. We're gonna have to have this talk afterward. I could leave my man for you after the wedding, after everything is said and done. We could get an annulment, but we're gonna sit here and have our first dance.
Oh,
Cause we
Lord.
paid the DJ a lot of money. Y'all gonna sit
Hello.
here and eat my food. So Dwayne, you're gonna have to
Hello.
step on out and come back in a couple of hours. Come back after the
Okay.
honeymoon because the honeymoon is paid for.
The floral arrangement costs money, honey. Okay.
Man,
They
Terrell,
ain't gonna do
tell
it.
me, what are you doing? What are you
man,
doing?
bro, I love that part of the show. Like I'll rewatch Different World just to get to that part of him and Whitley.
true.
Listen, I'm a big like lovey-dovey person. So like if the love of my life came back through, I mean he kind of
Hey,
technically late
Corey.
to get to the wedding. Like I can't say like a part of me feel like I would go like on some princess type stuff. Like let's go. Like I don't know.
Seriously?
Like I mean I understand what Sandra said is a lot, or even the guy who like the guy who I'm standing there with. Like I don't
But
I think I
Tam.
have to go.
quietly, they just took over the wedding, didn't they? So Sandra,
Basically,
technically, you
you
still get
still
you
getting
get
a
to have
wedding.
your cake and eat it too.
You still getting a wedding.
Yeah, but that's half the guests leaving in shock and dismay. Not my baby. You heifer. They all gonna try to fight me and walk out. And I had a table for 20 guests for 20 tables, and there's only half of that filled in. No, all my tables gonna be filled. We all gonna sit and enjoy each other's company, okay? Because I can't take all this food home.
Oh my God, I can't. That's funny, Dad. That's funny. That's funny. That's funny. Yeah, I think for me, I'm with Sandra. I need y'all to follow through. Everybody, it costs money. Come on. Now, and I agree with Tammy too, because at the end of the day, they still did have a wedding, right? But I just feel like, I would want to go with the actual person that I'm sitting there with, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then I call Dwayne and be like, okay,
Listen,
Listen, have you
I would
guys? Go
hi,
ahead, Tam.
Kelsey.
I would have listen if I have gotten to the point because this is how I am with exes. If I have gotten to the point where I am in a relationship with someone new, to the point of marriage, like I'm about to marry someone new, Dwayne would have annoyed me. I would have turned around and been like, "Security, what is he? We had this discussion. We had one more talk the night before. We wrapped it up. Thank you for the memories."
Yeah.
But if I got
I feel
all
you.
the
I
way
feel
to
you
the
on that, Tam. In the
altar,
real
Alter,
world,
yeah.
I feel
like
you on
to
in the
the
real world. Like we didn't got this over with. Like
it
But
is
look
so
though,
funny
but
when I
look,
watch
they
that
have
episode now.
such
I
a
love it.
strenuous relationship, guys. Like, even though it's back and forth, I mean, we've all been there, that whole back and forth, I love him today, don't love him tomorrow type love, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, I mean, he literally passed security and just like this, that's me, like that's my
I know you have
baby.
to
I
give him
love
something
her.
for that heart to come get you before. Like before, he still had that heart to come get you. Like please, like don't do
And
this.
stand
So.
there in front of her mama, knowing well that your mama don't like him, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And say, I love her, that's my baby.
And but we all knew she wouldn't have been happy. We
Yeah.
all knew she wouldn't have been happy. So
Yeah,
I'm with Dwayne.
Now,
I'm
yeah.
running.
have you ever had a friend in that situation, like about to make that? Like you've ever had to say to a friend, "Are you sure about this?"
Absolutely. Both female friends and guy friends.
Mm.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Female friends, just, making sure that this is what you want to do. Because oftentimes, us as women will settle for the type of love that we think we want and not the type of love that we need. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, just, are you sure? Because at the end of the day, I'm for you. Whatever you want to do, I'm with you. I'm rocking with you. But
Yeah.
just understand, I said it to you before you did it. Okay, so after you do it and you don't like it, you can't be like, you should have told me something. You should have said something. No, 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 because I did. I did.
Cause
Yeah.
I did. Cause I did.
Because I did. Right? Male friends, same thing. A lot of guys, will date women that are out of their leagues, and they'll settle for that, right? Because they think that that's what they want. So, are you sure that's what you want to do? Like, all right, cool. Same thing goes. So, yep.
Now, what about the video that's been circulating around where they're at a wedding and the side chick is like, Valerie, is that really what you want to do? You ain't
Oh
saying all
my
of that
God.
last night when you was at my house.
I
And then
saw it.
and
I
then
saw
the
it.
daughter,
I saw that too.
I saw it.
and she running
Yeah,
out.
yeah,
I
the daughter
saw
was
it.
about to like tear up the lady. Yeah, I saw that. I thought that was so inappropriate and so
I saw it. I saw
So
it.
if you was
Wait.
the bride, what would you have done? If a side chick start calling your man out, talking about you really gonna marry him? What are you gonna? Are you gonna go marry him, or are you gonna be like, pause for the cause? Your side chick done disrespected my wedding that I paid all this money for. What we gonna do? Look at my bridesmaid, say y'all gonna handle her, and I'm gonna handle
I
him.
know, because it almost make you feel like this kind of like a sign of bad luck. Like, maybe I ain't supposed to be doing this. Like, I don't know. That's some.
Would you still go through with the wedding?
Tell me what you doing.
Tammy over here saying, I don't know this right.
Y'all lost me for a second because I was like, I was in it. In my head, like a whole scenario played out in my head. And I'm like, we would have to stop. There would have to be a pause. And me and the groom need to go have a discussion one-on-one. Like, tell me what it is right now. I feel like there would at least need to be a pause in everything. Right. You know what, everyone? Go ahead, enjoy the cocktail hour. We'll be right back after these messages. Yeah.
But would you believe him or would you believe
Yeah, would you
her?
believe him? Right.
Because he's gonna deny it. I mean, I
Right.
don't know who she is.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't know who
Because the
is.
pause that you would take, like the whole cocktail hour, that could just be a waste of time because he's not gonna tell you the truth.
See, the thing is, this wouldn't be her first time showing up, though. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's what I'm thinking.
That's the thing. This is not her first time showing up. So the situation, and I feel like a female, like, yeah, they try to say we crazy, yeah, we this, that, and other, but it take a lot for a female to get that crazy, to be that bold, to find this wedding that she wasn't invited to, that she probably wasn't told about. How you get all this information, first of all? Like location, like how you get all this stuff? So
right.
Her to even find all that and to be bold, not caring about them bridesmaids who could jump on her, that daughter who was gonna go after her,
and she went by herself. And she went by herself.
About nothing. Something going
you know what that is?
That's
real love. She loved that man with all her heart.
That was a Dwayne Wayne moment. Yep, that's what it was.
That was. So you really gonna do this? You ain't gonna want to come back with me.
You know what? I ain't even gonna lie. I'm gonna just be like, carry on, officiant. Come on. Carry on. We don't know her. Come on and carry on. Come on.
Right, like
come on, babe. We finna get married. Come on, babe. I do. And I did.
Right. I understand that type of energy too, though. Like some people just want to ruin your life. Like,
first of all, I have done way too much to get to this actual point right here to have somebody come and say to me, oh, that's what you really want to do. Or he was just with me. Yeah, I don't care. I don't care nothing about that. I don't care. I'll handle that later. But you messing up with the ceremony. Like, we paying for this.
It really depends on the bond between those two people. Yeah. That bond should be so legit. If y'all at the point of marrying each other, it should be so legit. It don't matter who walk up. Like, okay.
Well, it sounded like it was legit with her too.
Well,
because my thing is this like complete, like, is this a shock to the bride, or is the bride like
she didn't
not?
She was not shocked.
Like, here we go again, right?
Yeah. You know,
that's why the girl was like, get out of my mama wedding. because this ain't her first time calling down. She should have. Well, she should have left him. I think she should have
But
left
now
him.
here's a question. Here's a question. What do you do, right? If it's not a shocking moment, like what do you do if it's one of those like, damn, here we go again? Like, my goodness, what are you gonna do? Like, what's the reaction to that? Like, what's the feeling? What's the emotion?
I I would say if it's not a shock, like if this is something we've been through before and we say we're gonna move past it and still get married, in that frame of mind, I'd probably just be like, please escort her out. Because I'm
Mm,
used to this. I'm thinking
But
from the scenario of this is brand new information to me. And it's like, wait, what? Who is this? I've never heard of this person. That would make me pause.
right.
But if it's like, if I have already, tolerated whatever this relationship has been in the past, and I'm like, I'm still gonna marry you, you're my boo. I mean, then I'm like, all right, security, here she
Should
come
it mean
again.
something that you're the one in the wedding dress and not her?
Ooh.
You
Ooh.
know what I'm saying? Like he could have married her.
Ooh.
I just want
You
to know
know,
why she's still so passionate. Like, why is it so fresh? Is it because of her by herself, or
because
because of what's going on?
he
Hey, I ain't
lied
gonna
to
lie, I
her.
kind of felt that, Terrell. That
right?
hit me right here. I ain't gonna lie. Golly. Woof, woof, woof.
Yeah, because I mean, like men do stuff like specifically, like they know who they want to be with. They know who they want as their wife. Now, regardless, she may never get the wife title, but at the same time, she may never be gone. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Ooh.
oh, see, that's
Ooh.
So,
oh,
Don't
Ooh.
Cat Price have a song about that?
what y'all think about this,
Ooh.
y'all? I have a male best friend, and he tells me that all men cheat. Like it don't
I
matter,
believe it.
married, single.
Well,
So with that
okay.
thought and us moving forward, getting married, knowing, saying this is a truthful fact that all men cheat, do we still just get married and accept the status quo?
I believe that all men have if given the opportunity, they will cheat. So, in a sense, at the end of the day, all men do cheat if given the right opportunity, the right time, the right space, the right location. You get me?
I
But,
get you.
some guys never get that opportunity to cheat. So, all men cheat, yes. But will they? No. Will
I
they? No. There's some good guys out there that don't really
Well,
care.
we talking Tim making some faces. She the married one on this
yeah,
crew.
I'm
Go
like,
ahead. She
well,
trying to
I
figure out where her man would cheat. Like, would he cheat? I'm with him 24/7.
I know. Listen, he would have to work really hard. That would just not make any sense. Like at this point, bro, let's just have a discussion. But shoot, what are you doing? But I guess what I'm saying is if you think of it that way, are you saying that men who do not cheat, even if given the opportunity, are the exception? Like, is that where we are? And you can tell me because I haven't dated in a very long time, but is that where we're at? Where men cheat and men who do not cheat, because there are men that don't cheat. I'm married. I'm married to one. Praise the Lord. I'm gonna throw that prayer up, and Lord, you're gonna catch it and you're gonna keep it.
I know that's right.
That would make him an exception to the rule.
Because his
That's what we're saying.
opportunity has not came yet to
It
cheat.
has,
Oh Lord.
because we're really good friends too. Like we were friends before, so we're very like, listen, this could have happened. Like we'll just straight up
Mm.
be like that with each other, and we try, even if
That's
it's
actually
gonna
really
make me
good.
want to punch you, even if I'm gonna cry, whatever. Tell me it could have happened and it didn't, versus you kind of kept it to yourself all this
Yeah.
time, and then
Yeah,
it
yeah,
festers. You see what I'm saying?
yeah.
So I guess
Yeah.
that would
Mhm.
be, you tell me, like, is that just not a thing?
I feel like, I feel like, well, first of all, do I believe all men cheat? Yeah, but I feel like men have seasons of cheat, if that makes sense, right? Like, I feel like a lot of men grow out of cheating. If that makes sense. Does that make sense? Like they come into their own like maturity as far as women and what they
Yeah, and they
want.
tired of that life.
They tired of running these streets and you know what I'm saying and whatever. So I mean that's my opinion on that. I do feel like there are a lot of guys that don't cheat. I just think that they're, they really just may not be about that life, or they, hang around people that I don't know. I don't know how men mind think. I don't know, child. They just don't do it because they don't want to do it. But for the ones that do,
Now, I would say all men who want to cheat or are looking for it will, because if that's
absolutely.
the mindset, like I'm not happy, I'm
Oh
fine,
yeah.
be happy with someone
Let me
else.
tell you something. I have male friends that work full-time jobs, that are in school full-time, that have side hustles full-time, that have children full-time, and yet still have time to cheat. You understand?
Full time. Full time. We
Full-time.
got a full time side hoe. Okay.
Full-time. Okay? Listen. Full-time. All right? Okay. And we'll punch in each job accordingly, and we'll put in the same amount of time accordingly to accumulate the vacation time to go take his old lady, not his wife, but his old lady, on vacation.
Listen.
Yeah, I guess
sad.
if you working that hard for it, yeah, that's
Yeah,
what you want to do.
absolutely. Hmm. Absolutely. Absolutely. I just figure like how do they balance that? Like how do they for the cheaters, how do they balance the work life? How do they balance the home life? How do they balance the, you know what I'm saying? Like you got to be a very multifaceted individual to be able to, put in all this time like efficiently. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a lot.
I think it's
Child, please, I ain't got
a
time.
game. It's a game.
Yeah. It's a
It's a
game.
game.
It's
It's
a challenge.
excitement. Yeah, it's a
Mm-hmm.
challenge
That
to
is
keep everything
what?
together, to keep that side, like to keep that side girl a secret. Like it's a game.
That is cray, cray, and
I think so.
cray.
But do you think the wives know?
Some of
No,
them
I'm gonna let you
absolutely.
know that. Some of them act like they don't know.
Some of
They
them
know the
absolutely
signs.
know.
They
Yeah.
know the signs, but they don't want to admit it to themselves. I've
Right.
seen
They
it.
Some of
might
them know
assume. They
and
might
are okay
assume.
with it.
Yeah, they might assume that goes back to that ideal of saying, I have the ring, you don't. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mm-hmm.
that type of mental, like
And
I don't know if that's considered
and
okay or
then
what, but like
and then they don't want to go nowhere because they're comfortable with their lives. Like,
Right, exactly.
as long as the
Mm-hmm.
woman don't disrespect them, that's all that
Mm-hmm.
matters. Oh, there's no woman in my
Mm-hmm.
home or this and that, and do what you do, just as long as I don't know about it. Some women are okay with being ignorant to that.
Right.
I
Absolutely.
never want to get to that point. I never want to
Well,
get to
child,
Absolutely.
I was at that point.
Really?
Yep. I
for
said,
real.
just as long as I know about it, you do you. Just don't bring to
And
my house.
you was okay with that? Because I know Sandra, you was married
I
for a long time.
Yeah, I was not
But
okay
was you
with it.
doing? But was you doing you? Like, was you so fed up with
No,
him that he was doing him, and then you decided to do you, or you?
because I made vows to God, not to him.
Right.
So I
Mm.
made sure I held on to my vows.
Yeah.
While whatever he decided to do with him, I was like, okay, go to hell. Ain't got nothing to do with me.
Wow.
Because
See,
in
I
my
didn't know that.
household, me and mine, but hey, it was kind of
Wow.
like, don't disrespect me, do you? But after a while, he got tired of doing him while being married. And I was like, okay, good. Let's do this then. Go about your
So
business.
is that when you guys decided to like part ways?
Because he was
Mm.
just tired of being married,
He's tired? Yeah. So
tired of living that
so
life.
he would have rather just been in the streets as opposed to having his cake and eat it too, like being married and being able to step out whenever he wanted to. Oh wow.
So he just didn't want responsibility.
Basically.
Hmm.
But then again, we married young. So, when you married young and you haven't had that season of thoughting and bopping,
Right.
then you feel like you're being robbed of your thoughting and
Of
bopping.
that. Mm-hmm. Well, a
So,
lot of guys go through that though. A lot of guys that marry, hey Mac, a lot of guys that marry early or young, feel like they are missing out on that, season of their lives where like they should have been out here running through hoes and then settle down and get married and have kids. Whereas when they do get married, that's when they rebel later on because they didn't have that time to themselves to actually do that. You know what I'm saying? I know a couple guys that are, kind of going through that now. You know what I'm saying?
Midlife
So,
crisis.
yeah,
Yeah.
right. Singleness crisis, I guess you could call it.
Mm-hmm.
I guess. But I
I will
have a
say,
go ahead,
I'll
Tam. Go
just
ahead.
add to that like I got married younger than I thought I would. Wasn't super young, but younger than I thought I would. And I will say, as being a married person, again, just they actually do this on the show. This Is Us. The Black Pearsons, Randall and Beth and all of them, they do this thing where they just say like worst case scenario, and they throw these things at each other that are just the most horrible scenario for what they're going through, just to like get it out the way and say it, put it in the air. All right, we're done with it. But what I will say is, being married for a while now, we just get down and dirty. Like, this is how I'm feeling right now. I remember being in grad school and having a classmate, because I know we're talking about the guys, but me as a woman as well, like as a woman, if you're not happy at home, you might be like, man, I feel really good when I talk to this person. I want to talk to him more. And I remember just being like, listen, there is somebody that gets me. We have great conversation. He looks good. I don't like that I'm feeling this way with him. So, like, let's just, and I was just straight up, and it's hurtful, but it's less hurtful than me not being able to say nothing, things getting
Right.
worse, and then, and then me acting on it. So,
Mhm.
just for, I know I'm the married person on here, just try to be real honest in that relationship. I mean, just put it out there. You got to build trust in each other to get to that point. But when you do, it makes for great makeup later on too.
Mhm.
That's why
I
I got
like
all
that.
into it.
I like that. So I want to shift a little bit. Tammy, since you are the only married one on here, I want to go back to like the work life and all that stuff. Like, how do you balance all of that? Like, how do you balance, you're a mom, you're a wife, you're an entrepreneur, you work. Like, how do you balance all of that stuff?
I'm tired with you describing that list. Like, hold up. I try to, I'm gonna try to put it in a simple way. I try to spend my time in a way where I won't regret it as much as I possibly can. So
Okay.
I'll give you an example. Like, I remember when my oldest was still a baby, I was at work and they scheduled a meeting during one of his like first doctor's appointments. And I was like, oh man, I really need to stay for this work meeting. I got my husband and my mom to take him to the doctor instead. I really wanted to be there myself, but I was like, I got to do what I got to do. I'm a new mom with a baby. I got to show them I can still do the job. So I stayed for the meeting, went into my boss's office. We had this meeting. It lasted 5 minutes. It was a joke. And it was a joke. I was like, what is this? They kikied for like 5 minutes and he was like, never mind, we'll talk about it later. Meeting was
Oh,
over.
wow.
I missed my son's doctor appointment. And I was like, I made a choice I regretted. I was like, because where my heart really wanted to be was at that doctor's appointment. So
Right,
now
right.
when I make like choices, there really is no balance. Something is, to me, that's for me, there really is no balance. Something is always kind of higher up on the seesaw for the moment. But I make sure if that's the choice I'm making at that time, it's the one I want to make because I've had a conversation with myself, not because
Mm-hmm.
like outside forces are telling me this is what I gotta do at this moment.
Right, right,
And
right,
it's going
right.
against what I really want. So
Terrell, I
I,
want to hear your feedback. You just graduated with your master's, so congratulations.
No, I'm not yet. Almost.
Oh,
Almost. Give me
almost. All
like
right. Well,
2 more months, 2 or 3 more months,
oh,
and then.
okay, okay. Well,
So I'm
congratulations in
still.
I don't know
advance.
how
So
you're
I'm
doing
still
that.
going through a up and down roller coaster with that, working full time and then having the kids. It's really hard. Like Tim made it sound like like she got it, you know. But it's some
I
days I
don't.
don't have it, you
Nope.
know. Like look at them, like no. Some days I just don't have it, but I do get on myself and like, okay, if you're spending this whole day writing this paper, tomorrow you need to do something with the kids. You have to take them somewhere. Like I even try to get a computer and take with me to do my work. Like I took them to a trampoline place. I took the computer with me. I mean, it was so hard to focus, but just for them to be happy and not be in the house stuck with me. And then I just promised them, like, as soon as I'm done with this master's degree, I promise, like, all my time is y'all's. Like, so I really feel bad about that, but I really try to do a lot of stuff with them and make up for it, or write that paper 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning because I took time with them, or I took time for myself. Shoot, it ain't all about them. Like, I
Right.
took time
You
for
need that
myself.
time to yourself. Yeah. Right.
Yeah. So it's hard, and I'm the type of person, like, I hate routine. So you know, like the moms, like, oh, lay out the clothes at night, or oh, pack stuff at night, so in the morning it could be so much easier. Like I hear that all the time, but
I don't do that.
I don't do
hate
that.
routine. I can do it for a little bit, and then I feel like, oh my God, my life is being controlled. Like I'm not gonna do this. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I hate routine. Like I don't know how to explain it, that type of routine, but it does help. Oh my God, kudos to all the moms who are like organized and trying to get
I ain't
that.
that organized.
Girl, I can be, but I choose not to be, and then of course it makes my life a little more hectic, and I'm like, dang, but it's hard.
Sam, how do you do it? Because I know you got like 1,001 jobs.
But
Sure does.
I always consider myself the male, the dad, because I live a dad lifestyle, and my mom is the mother, you know. So I'm out here living like a dude, you know. I'm like, Mama, watch the kids. I'm going out, you know. So I don't, what y'all experiencing, I do not experience. I don't. You know, the times when my mom do go away and, you know, go out of town for a month or two, I'm like, hey, I got to be the mama. And I'm like, y'all go get whatever, you know, y'all do it yourself. I teach these kids independence at a young age. You taking out your own clothes, your pants is backward, turn it back around. You get me? These things, I'm not doing this. I'm not going to spoil my
Done.
kids like that. You know, I'm at this point where I'm about to put a little stool so they learn how to wash their own dishes. That's where I'm at.
Well, here's a
So,
question. Here's a question, right? And I want to get everybody feedback on it because we're all mothers. But I want to ask Tammy first. So, Tammy,
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
I read somewhere, and this is a well-known fact, right? I read somewhere that married people only have sex 4 times a month.
once a week.
So, with all this balancing you do, child, how do you like?
And that's why I said I am not balancing. There are some hot and heavy times of the month, and then there are some that are just not. There's like, you know what? We need to make an appointment. We need to get that in real quick. All right.
You're like, hold on, it's been a couple days.
Let me put you in for the third.
Yeah. Like,
Let me put you in for the third.
I'm not gonna lie. If I need to throw a lunch meeting on my calendar that includes my husband every once in a while, we might have.
I know that's right.
We have a baby, and she does not sleep through the night. For all the moms out there that's like, oh, my baby slept through the night starting at 4 months. None of my children did that. Like, yeah, I'm like, I don't know those kids. Somebody teach me your ways. But I won't put that number, you know, and I'm not, there are a number of reasons why that number could be that number for some people. So I'm not even going to knock.
Is it because you just get, for some people, it could just be that they're like tired and that it could get boring after a while. You married, it gets redundant.
It can get redundant. The women's sex drive can go down depending on hormonal issues and bodily issues. It could be the the man's being a pain or the woman's, they just getting on each other's nerves. You know, like there could be so many factors for that. So I won't down anybody's number. It could be less than that for some people. It could be way more.
But
But
is
what
the
I will say
kids a
is that I
factor?
understand. I understand. Like,
Are the kids a factor, Tammy?
the kids are definitely a factor. Like
Like a
I love
large
them,
factor?
but they're in the way sometimes. Like sometimes there are times where you could be like ready at 8 o'clock. Like, yes, let's get these kids to bed. And then one wakes up, one falls out the bed, one.
You counting off one too many kids,
Yeah.
child.
See what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of reasons, but what I'm gonna say is, if anybody's on here and it's like, listen, I get it. I'm not judging you. Just try to figure it out, because it's not for him, like for yourself. Like,
Right. Absolutely right.
figure
Yeah.
it out. Talk to your doctor, your therapist, whatever. Go for a run. I don't know what you gotta do.
Single ladies.
Yeah.
How do y'all balance it? How do y'all fit sex into your schedule? Your mothers, your students, your entrepreneurs, your this, that, and the third. Like, how do you?
Hey, you might
Date
have
night.
advice for me, because
Date night. Date night is very important. Scheduling date night.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Terrell.
And
Listen, I don't have time all the time for date nights. So, and I don't have a lot of like babysitters. So if I do get a free night, I'm trying to make it happen. Make it happen, Captain. Like,
yeah.
let's make it happen. But let me tell y'all what my problem is.
I'm
It's
on
not
the
even my kids.
gas.
Listen, it's not even my kids. Like, once I get them out the house, I'm good. But I got this other kid in my house, my dog. He barks everyone down. Like, ain't nobody coming in my house. Ain't nobody coming in my house. Like,
You
somebody
can't put little Fluffy outside.
man, I didn't try
in the cage
I can't put him
outside
outside, but listen, I didn't try everything with him. Put him in
the
the
bathroom.
bathroom, put him in the laundry room. Like, he gets so mad to where he go pee and poop everywhere just to let me know, like, he mad. So, like, his behind has to be gone too. So
Yeah, to dog pound.
it's super.
Oh my god.
It's like super hard. It's super hard
Oh
over
my
here,
god.
or like it almost has to be like a consistent person that know the dog too. So somebody said we talking about having sex without being married. Yeah, we're talking about the single ladies. Yeah,
We
sorry.
talking about the single ladies. Yes.
It's a real fact. It ain't like, I mean, sorry.
Yeah,
I don't know what to say.
I already spoke from the married perspective, and my answer is yes. Have it. Figure out how.
Mm-hmm.
No, I just don't know what angle he was going from. Like, should we be ashamed? Because no. It's real.
No, I think we just wanted to confirm what we were talking about.
Yeah. Yes. I mean, and it's a normal part of everyone's lives, and whatever your lives look like.
Terrell Mackinson said your dog is the jealous type.
Yeah,
I agree. Your dog a real hater.
Look, it be them little ones. Think they the man. I'm like, oh my God. He's so little. And I'm just like,
the dog is blocking. That's crazy.
He the one makes it very hard. He makes it very hard. Like, I almost need a consistent person to be around him. Not even the kids, just to meet him.
No. I don't have a pet. No.
Yeah.
No.
Don't get one. Don't get one. It's another kid. Don't get one.
No. Oh my gosh. I had another question. Sam, didn't you have another question? I'm sorry. I went blank.
Were we still on the topic of making time for yourself? So what do you do to make time for yourself individually? Just period. Like, how do you have to schedule it in, put it in your calendar, me day, or do you wait like, oh, I'm free now, so let me go and do something? How do you plan, or what do you do to
I will take any moment I can get bro, let me tell you something. If I have to, I will go. If I have to go pee, I will take my phone in there, and I will just sit there and just enjoy the silence that I can for the few minutes that I can. Do you understand me? But
Yeah.
then that's short lived because I'm gonna have a little person is gonna, hello, hello. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
true.
So I'm gonna take the little, or when I'm coming home and I just sit in the car for a little bit and I will just enjoy that little time before I actually come into the house. I will take that. You know what I'm saying? But then of course there are regular, adult times. I'm gonna go hang out with friends and, all of that good stuff or whatever. But I have to, put it in my calendar. Like that's what moms do now. They put stuff in their calendars and make sure they have time to do it and find a sitter.
Right?
Listen,
Yeah, I just like
because if
them
I
like a
find a
week or two
sitter,
before.
you're
Right.
not
You find
canceling
a sitter.
nothing. We're
Right.
gonna have to
Right.
go through with whatever's going because
It's
I got a
solid.
sitter.
Right.
Right.
That's the thing.
Right.
Like, that's one thing. Once I had kids, like, I mean, most of the friends that I have right now have kids now at this point, I would say, because it just kind of happened that way. But I think that's a different question. Um, but when I'm going out with people who don't have children and I had to hire a babysitter, especially if I had to pay someone, they don't
Yes.
understand that night out is not just we paying for the movie and for dinner. I'm also paying somebody a lot of money. So
Yeah.
if you're 2 hours late,
Yes, that's what I was gonna
Mm.
say. What they also don't realize is like when I'm out and I don't get out a lot, if I'm out, that time is so special.
mm-hmm.
I don't need no bad attitudes. I don't need no. If we supposed to be there to party, have fun, I need everybody to get with it because
You need
I'm
that
still on the
energy. You
clock.
need that energy. Yeah.
I still got to get back and get the kids and still got to come home to be a mom. Like I can't be all drunk and can't take care of my kids. Like I still have to kind of maintain myself
Right.
in a certain way. But yeah, that time thing is like so important. Once you get there, like I'm all the way about it. But I also have learned that say like you plan an event and then like the babysitter cancels or whoever cancels, like I don't take it hard no more. Like I just be like, okay, and then say I had to cancel and let it go. Like you just cannot get mad as a mom. Like you just
Yeah,
can't.
right. Right.
That's
What
good.
happens? It
You're
changes.
better than me. I'll be disappointed and mad. Like, what? I have my
I mean,
mind
I'll be a
set.
little upset, but like
Yeah.
I can't get mad at the other person. I just can't.
Yeah.
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 I can't. So
Yeah. It's true.
That's nuts.
Yeah. And Tammy said a good thing about the friends, having friends with no kids and having friends with kids. How does that work
yeah.
in your life for you? Like,
Does a friendship change? Like, the dynamic of the friendship. Like you got kids now and they don't have no kids and you can't really go out like that, like how you used to, or hang out or talk as much or whatever, because you're busy and they're busy, are two different types of busy. You understand what I'm saying? So how does that look like? What, like, is it, how different is it?
Well, my friendships never really have changed because of the kids. I would change my friendship because of a husband. If someone gets
Oh.
married, I don't
Mm-hmm.
really change like I've had kids and my friends have still been so close to me. We'll get that babysitter and when I'm out, we out, And my friendships that I have, like they're like I don't talk to everybody every day. That's not me, but they know that if they know that they're my friend, like they're a part of my life, and I mean like a best friend, like we solid forever. It don't matter how much time go by. It don't matter who have kids, who don't have kids. Once we get together, we're gonna be together regardless. So
I agree.
I,
Yeah.
I change my dynamic when someone gets married. I don't know how to interact because like I'm very friendly and I never want someone to think I'm being too friendly with their husband or like weird relation. Like I don't know how to step into that friend role or
Yeah.
whatever and hang out with them and
Yeah.
be a third wheel or like whatever that is. So I kind of back off, but our bond is still tight. But they just have to know that because that's what I know. But
No, I agree with you. None of my friendships after I had a baby changed. I feel like a lot of my friendships, we got closer because I had a baby. Like, everybody want to be around more. They want to, come on, yeah, come on and get her. Come on and get her. She here. You want to
Yeah.
sleep over? Okay, yeah, come on. Or I'll take her over there. Or you want to babysit? Oh, absolutely, because I need to go out anyway. So come on. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I mean, as far as friendships go now, as far as friends of mine that have now, gotten married and things like that, yeah, absolutely. I mean, because single people, and this is my personal opinion, this is probably like, going left on the topic, but single people, I feel like can't really hang with married people like that. Not saying that you can't, because I do have
Right.
married friends that, we hang out from time to time, like in a group setting or whatever the case like that. You feel me? But I mean, I'm not gonna go out with y'all. Like, no, I'm not doing that.
Right. Right.
What
Yeah.
I look like? Yeah.
Right.
Oh, I'm
Right.
not doing that. Stan?
Somebody put in like question faces up. I don't know if he has a
Newbie 561. You said something. You said
It
it
should
should change
change
in my
in
opinion. What are you referring to? And then you put like
Oh, that
these.
was no, that
about
was earlier when we were talking. He
yeah.
asked, are we talking about sex without marriage?
No, just now when you
Oh,
said
what he
they should change
Children and
children.
getting married, things are supposed to change. I agree with you.
oh yeah.
Absolutely. I think once you have a child, you're supposed to mature. I mean, some people don't, but
Yeah.
I can't
But we
talk for
were saying like,
everybody.
are you
But
still is the friendship still gonna be tight? Like it might change a
So
little bit, but it shouldn't change the
so for
depth of
me,
the relationship.
when we were young, I never wanted kids to begin with when I was younger because whatever issues I had going on. So when she had a child at like 18, 19, I think I was about 20, I kind of pulled away because I didn't know what to do. Like I was just like, okay, like I don't know I couldn't relate. So that's the reason why I changed for us because I couldn't relate to nothing she was going through. She would sit up and she would be crying about this and that, and I just be like, I don't know what to tell you because I don't have a child. I have never experienced children. So our dynamics really changed. So she became closer to a coworker who had a child who was able
mm.
to share that bond with her. What happened
Look at Terrell. Ooh,
Thank you,
Terrell. I think you
Sean
are
Daddy.
so beautiful. I know that's right, Sean
Ooh.
Daddy. I know that's right.
He said, make time for me.
now? Yes. So
I
in
know
that
that's
case,
right.
when someone has kids, it can change. It may not change as drastically, but I do think the way they hang out changes.
Yeah.
What they talk about changes because we can't,
Changes.
talk
Yeah.
about how fine this dude is if you're married. You get me? Because what you gonna say? Yeah, girl, come on, let's go out. But no, it all of that changes.
Yeah.
So to some extent, your relationship do change, but it may not change um who y'all are to each other, the bond and connection, but it definitely changes what y'all talk about and how y'all talk
Right.
about things.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
I agree.
I would,
Tammy?
I agree. I agree.
I would
Tam.
agree. Yeah, I was gonna say I would agree with that, and from the perspective of when I would say when I first got married, that's when I saw some friendships change. For some of the things Terrell said, like I don't think, like I said, I was younger than I thought. I was like mid-20s when I got married, and I think some of my friends didn't know what to do with that. A lot of us weren't married. They didn't even know how to react to me. They didn't know how to hang out with me. They kind of did this thing where they were like, well, girl, you're married now, so I didn't want to bother you. Like, you want to be with your man.
Right.
And I was like, he's here forever. Like, that's not the only person I ever want to be with ever again. Like, I get tired of him too. He gets tired of me. We want to see our friends, So, but it is, I would say the closest of relationships have remained. I will say that. There were some friendships that I guess at this point I would just say they were kind of seasonal. Like at that time in my life, that was my crew and that's who I hung out with. But when they kind of disappeared and never really came back, even
Newbie 561 says that's some good friends.
yeah, yeah. It's like, like I guess transitions in life just kind of do that because the same thing can kind of happen with kids. Like I know when I find myself talking about my kids when I'm not even really trying to. They're just
Right.
what's at the top of my mind. And if my friend doesn't have children, you know, she might like to hear about my children for a little bit, but after a while, it's kind of like
You ain't got nothing else to talk about besides your
yeah,
kids.
No,
you know, like you gotta
it's
Right.
purposely
it's the total
not.
opposite for me. The phone calls that I get, the video calls that I get are no longer for me. They are for her. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So when somebody calls me and I'm like, "Hey, girl, how you doing? Where Gigi at?"
yeah. That's so
Gigi
that's
don't pay this phone bill. How about that?
right, right. I'm doing all
Wow.
right too. Right.
Yeah.
Gigi getting
Hello?
all the besties.
You know what I'm saying? So, you
Yeah.
know, as
So I.
far as that goes, the friendship dynamics, they ask about her like all the time. So
Mhm.
sometimes I'd be like, "Oh my God, y'all know what Gigi did," but I don't do that all the time, child. I don't be trying to talk about her. That's my baby though.
Yeah, yeah. But
Oh goodness.
it is nice to have people in your life that remember you throughout all the different changes that you've been through in your life that, you know, are
Mhm.
still there and they
Yeah.
ride with you, you know,
Yeah.
like,
Absolutely.
you know,
Yeah.
Absolutely.
they ride the waves because I remember when I
Kels,
first
you know
got
what it is. Kelsey.
So do.
Kelsey, you know what it is.
yeah, people in love with that baby.
You
It's
know
Hmm.
what I'm saying?
Well, even
Okay.
my work calls now, they want to ask about the baby. They're like, if I work from home, they're like, is she there?
See?
Yeah.
Like, let me
See
go
what I
on with
mean?
this presentation over
See
Zoom.
what I mean?
But
Mm-mm.
yeah, yeah.
But that's good though. I really think that after you do have a child, I feel like well for me, right? I feel like after I had my baby, it really just it put a lot of things in perspective for me as far as friendships go. Like I agree with Tammy where some of them that's a real friend, closer than a brother. Some of them are definitely seasonal. You know what I'm saying? They just stretch out. Like, you know, you just outgrow people sometimes. And I feel like after you have a baby, it could be that. Like you know, aren't as social, you know, in the beginning like you used to or whatever. And, you know, you'll really notice like if people are gonna check on you or you have to go and reach out to people and be like, "Hey, what's up? How you doing?" or whatever the case may be. You understand what I'm saying? So for me, it just showed me like, oh well, I ain't heard from this person and I ain't calling them either. So that's just me though.
Yeah, I ain't like that. Tia, but it's crazy.
That's just me.
See, I'm like, I don't call nobody. And so, like, I don't pressure my friends to call me. I don't know if it's an Aquarius thing, but, like, I'm such a loner. I just be like, y'all know what's in my heart. Like, you know, God know what's in my heart. Y'all know what's in my heart. Like, I love y'all. Y'all love me. And that's it. Like, even with y'all, like, y'all don't hear from me. But, you know, like, I love y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't
hmm
know. Maybe I'm a little weird, but I don't be contacting
No,
nobody.
that's facts though. That's facts.
No,
Yeah.
I'm
That's what,
similar.
but
Yeah,
everybody
I
won't
don't.
get that
Similar.
dynamic though. Everybody won't get
But you
that.
know what's
You know what I'm saying?
crazy? I met some girls that say like their friends cannot handle that type of stuff, to not hear from their other friend or they need somebody, and I just thought it was so weird. I was like, what? Like,
Yeah.
I've never met friends that's like so jealous of. I don't know how to explain it. Like they
Yeah.
depend on each other or
I
something.
get it. Yeah, I get it.
I don't know.
I did.
Yeah.
I did have a friend like that that I thought like I thought I was gonna lose her as a friend because when I first got married, she kind of did this like, well, if you're not gonna check on me or care about me anymore because now you're married, then you know, were we ever really friends? And my reaction was the same that it was when I was in dating relationships. Like, hold up, now we're not gonna make this dramatic. Like, if this is good, because that felt to me like you're creating tension. Like, you
Right.
know,
All right.
that, like, we're not going to
But
do
then too,
that.
you know, a lot of
And
Right.
times,
she
Sam,
ended up like coming back around. So,
when people do like when people do that, it kind of it's like them like I don't want to use the word jealous, but like they kind of feel left out. Like, oh my God, my friend, she got married now. She got this whole new life with this, you know, person. Here I go. I'm just waiting in the corner, Lord, for my man that you ain't even bring to me yet. Like, where is he, Jesus? Like, my friend has one. I need one too. We're supposed to be friends, like one and the same. She got one. I got one. Like, where is he at?
Yeah.
mm-hmm. And
You
it's
know what
like
I'm
I
saying?
understood that. I understand that more now. At the time, she didn't know what was going on with me personally. So when she came with that, I was kind of like, are you adding to my plate?
Yeah.
Like,
Mm, Right.
I can't handle that right now, but I will come back to
Right.
you. I promise. You know. So
What about you, Sam? When you first got married, did you have a lot of friends that kind of just pushed away from you?
No, I had to balance them out. I'm the type of person that I don't mix my man with my friends. So, you would rarely see all of us hanging out. So I had to
Mm-hmm.
make plans to hang out with this set of friend and with that set of friend and that set of friends. So, I never intertwined my friendship in my man because, you know, I don't want no one accused no one of, oh, they looking at me or they like I don't want none of that drama. So I rather keep state and people apart, like keep them apart. And so, there'll be times where I'll spend more time with my friends, and my husband be like, "Oh, you never see me," so then I have to shift that. It's like a balancing act
mhm.
Yeah.
to try to see everyone and spend time with everyone. I don't call people really. I'm like Terrell. I'm not a telephone person. You
Right.
know,
You're really not, Sam. But I
if
I,
you reach
I
out
love
to me,
women
I
though.
reach back. If you reach out, if I got something to say to you, then I'll say something to you. But if I don't, then you probably won't hear from me in a couple months, couple weeks. But when I see you, we're gonna pick up like nothing happened. We're gonna pick up like we spoke every single day. Because my friends know that's just I'm an introvert. So introverted people do introverted things.
Oh, you know what? So this is for you. Bella says, I feel Miss Freckleberry. She says, I have my phases. Times I see my friends all the time, and times I'm a loner. I have a social battery. Sandra has
Mhm.
a social battery. Sandra will
Mhm.
be like, and then boom.
Yeah, like I'm really surprised that Sandra just called herself an introvert because
Yeah.
anytime I'm around her, she has the biggest energy in the room.
No,
So
definitely introvert
I'm
for
very
sure.
Yeah.
surprised she said that. Like,
Yeah, a lot of people don't believe that. I'm an
yeah,
introvert before I'm an extrovert.
She is, yeah,
yeah.
she is for sure.
See, I'm an extrovert when I want to be, but I'm really an introvert. Like, yeah.
Yeah, I need to charge
I'm a,
up.
I'm a both.
Yeah.
We probably all both.
Yeah.
I'm a both.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say I'm a fake extrovert.
I'm a both.
like I'm very. It almost feels like cliche to say you're an introvert now because somehow that became a trend during the pandemic. Like, oh, I'm an introvert.
Clearly.
But truly, like I burn out. It's like I need people for a little bit, but I
Mm-hmm.
burn out really quick, and I just need. And I'm the kind of person where I just need complete. Like I'm even happy my family's gone. Like, all right, daycare, work, school. I just
By
need
myself.
I just need a moment. And I was gonna say, like, we were talking before about making time for ourselves. And I was gonna say, like, same, I don't have a lot of time for myself, but my lunch times,
Oh
like my
yes.
everyday lunch times are sacred.
Yes. I got
They are like
fired because
anywhere
they
I
wanted me.
any
Mhm.
workplace I work at, if you ask people one thing about Tam, what's one thing about Tam? Her lunch times are sacred. Like,
Mhm.
Yeah.
no, I do not have a working lunch unless you are taking
Mhm.
me out to eat and I'm going to enjoy my meal.
Yeah. I like two
Sandra, you
places.
said you got fired?
Yeah, they wanted me to come outside because at that time I was teaching middle school, and all the teachers was outside volunteering their time during lunch, spend time with the kids. I said, no, I'm not going out there. It's my time. I need my time.
I know
And it
that's
was like,
right.
oh no, you need to come outside during lunch and spend time with the kids. I spend time with them during class hours, but lunchtime I'm spending time with myself.
Yeah.
And
You
so
need
she
to
definitely brought
recharge.
that up when she was firing me. She was like, oh, you're not as friendly. You don't come out and spend time with the kids. Oh,
Girl,
yes, I do.
I would have took her butt right to the school board.
Right.
Yeah,
Like,
so that
girl.
was one of the factors in why they fired me because I didn't want to do lunch with the kids.
You better than me. You are
That's
better
unfortunate.
than me.
Mm-mm.
Okay? Oh my gosh. So, ladies, I want to thank you guys for taking over this live with us tonight. We talked about so many different things. I want to thank everybody that is still joining, has joined, listened to us. We are going live every Wednesday night, 9 o'clock. Terrell, Tammy, Sandra, thank you guys so
Thank
much.
you. Peace out,
Thank you,
y'all.
thank you, thank you.
Thanks. This
Make
was
sure you
fun.
follow us. We Think Loud on Instagram, TikTok, all of that. Woo, 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 woo.
All right.
Bye.
Peace.